Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having an awesome day. I am doing fantastic. And yes, I was bitten by the Marianas Trench bug a couple weeks ago. One of you guys recommended that I do a first listen album review on their newest album called Phantoms, which I did, and I loved that album to death. So much so that I decided to do another first listen album review on their previous album that came out a few years ago called Astoria, and I was just as obsessed with that album as I was with Phantom, so I decided why not continue on the Marianas Trench train and review all their other albums in their discography. Yes, here we are at Ever After. I'm so excited. I have not heard a single track on this album, so it is a true first listen. I haven't even heard the singles yet. I think I might have heard the singles when they were released way back when, but honestly, I don't even remember. So there are 12 tracks, and just by looking at the tracks, it looks like there's some kind of fairy tale theme going on with this album. Ever After, No Place Like Home, Toy Soldiers, there's some kind of toyish, childish, fantasy-like theme, I'm assuming. I don't know, that's the impression I'm getting from the tracks and the album artwork, so I'm so excited. Let's get into it with track number 1, Ever After. Oh, okay, so that was track number 1, the title track, Ever After, and honestly, was I expecting anything less than greatness from Marianas Trench? No, no, no. They are still not disappointing 3 albums into my first listen videos of their discography, and I am so pumped up for the rest of this album. They always start off their albums with a great pumped up track. Iconic and epic in every sense of the word, and then they always wrap up their albums with another epic, iconic song. I mean, I am not over-exaggerating when I use those words when it comes to Marianas Trench. Again, I am pumped up to listen to the rest of this album. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so now let's move on to track number 2, Haven't Had Enough. And let me tell you, I have not had enough of Marianas Trench, nor will I ever. Something tells me I'm gonna need a lot of H2O listening to this album. Okay, so that was track number 2, Haven't Had Enough. And yes, I actually have heard that song before, but that was way back when. I haven't heard this song in years and years and years, and I love it. I believe this song was a single, that's why I've heard it before. And it's a good song, very upbeat, catchy, I like it, lots of fun. No complaints there. Really cool. And now let's move on to track number 3, By Now. Oh my god, Josh, Ramsey, yes, yes, yes. Those vocals, oh my god, I cannot. Honestly, By Now, great power ballad. I loved it. Really great song. Nothing wrong with it at all. Great, awesome, fantastic, wonderful, out of this world, brilliant. Just like the rest of their discography, just like the rest, I mean, okay, I'm just gonna stop now, honestly, okay. I'm just gonna stop, you know what, do you know what will be a shock? If I start bashing these songs and these albums. Yes, I'm gonna start doing that, because honestly, I'm running out of good things to say. There's only so many words that I can praise for this album, honestly, so I'm gonna start bashing this album. Horrible, disgusting, awful, tragic, worst thing I ever heard, I hate it so much, I wanna vomit. Like the girl from The Exorcist, no. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Let's move on to track number 4, Truth or oh my god, let me just fix this quickly. Okay, track number 4, Truth or Dare. Honestly, that part alone gives this song an A+ in my book. Good song, very upbeat. Definitely rocky out to that song. I was a lot of fun to listen to. I enjoyed it. Whoa, whoa. Anyway, let's move on to track number 5. Desperate Measures, which the title of this track sounds very familiar, which I think I actually heard this song way back when. So let's get into it. So that was Desperate. Okay, so that was Desperate Measures, a solid pop rock track. Really groovy, really fun. You know, makes you want to clap your hands, makes you want to dance, just like all the other songs. I liked it. Very good song. And I do believe this was a single. I do remember hearing it way back when. Watching the music video on Much Music, what have you. So now let's move on to track number 6. Porcelain. And it's close to dinner time right now, and somebody across the hall from me or right beside me is cooking up something delicious, and I am like salivating at the mouth. I'm so hungry right now. Oh. So that was track number 6, Porcelain, and that was a very beautiful ballad. I enjoyed it. Very sad, heartbreaking. I mean, that is what a ballad is supposed to be. Very beautiful song, but very sad at the same time. I enjoyed it. So now let's move on to track number 7, Fallout. So that was Fallout, and I gotta say, Fallout is probably one of my favorite tracks on the album so far, if not my favorite. I think it's my favorite. I'm not sure yet. I'll get back to you on that. Really good song. I love it. Okay, so now let's move on to track number 8, Stutter. Okay, so that was track number 9, Stutter, and one of my favorite tracks on the album so far. Stutter and Fallout are probably my 2 favorite, I think. Yeah, my 2 favorite songs on the album so far. And I do recall hearing Stutter before, prior to this video, but again, it was way back when. I barely remembered it. Dope song. So now let's move on to track number 9, Toy Soldiers. So that was track number 9, Toy Soldiers, and I'm convinced that if I listened to this song 10 times in a row, I would have lost 10 pounds, honest to God. Very energetic, very, you know how I was, you just saw me, I was very pumped up, I was rocking along, I'm exhausted now, I need another glass of water, dear God. So now let's move on to track number 10, B-Team. Okay, so that was the B-Team, another high energy song. It's a good song. If I had to choose my least favorite song on the album so far, it would probably be that one. I would listen to it again, but it's probably my least favorite song on the album so far. It's good, just not spectacular. So now let's move on to track number 11, So Soon. So that was track number 11, So Soon, and I am so devastated after listening to that song. I really did like it, but it's very heartbreaking and tragic, and I almost wanted to cry. And I really like that song, but it's just very, it's very sad. So now let's move on to track number 12, the last track on the album. We have come to the end, ladies and gentlemen, of this fairy tale ride. No Place Like Home. There's no place like home. Okay, we have reached the end of Ever After by Marianas Trench, and I thoroughly enjoyed this effort by them. It's interesting how I'm going in decline in terms of going backwards in their discography. I start with their newest one, and I'm kind of going backwards in time up until their debut album, which I probably will be doing a first listen of that in a couple weeks. I still have to do Masterpiece Theater, and then their debut album. But this album I enjoyed. It's interesting because I feel like each album they release, there's a different story being told. And I enjoyed the story being told in this album. The standout tracks for me are probably, let me think about this. Oh, there's just so many. Okay, I really liked, okay, I'm just gonna go backwards here. No Place Like Home, obviously. I liked So Soon. Toy Soldiers was interesting. Stutter, Fallout, Porcelain. Desperate Measures was good. I just don't think it was one of my favorite on the album. And then Haven't Had Enough By Now was good. I don't know if it would be one of my favorite tracks. Ever After was good as well, the first one. Truth or Dare was good, it just wasn't one of my favorites. Okay, so those are my thoughts. Cool album, I enjoyed it. Give me your thoughts. What is your favorite track off of Ever After? Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to know. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm having a blast listening to these Marianas Trench albums. I can say that I am a true Marianas Trench fan now. And I'm so excited for their new album, which probably will be coming out for another 3 years, honestly. I'm so disappointed in that. They should honestly release an album every year. Like, it should be a law that Marianas Trench has to release an album every year. Every single year. Yes. So thanks for watching, guys. And I'm gonna go relax now. Honestly, I am out of energy at this point. And I will see you next time. Bye.